La chicharraca, la chicharraca. What is that song? La cucaracha, la cucaracha. La chicharraca. What the hell was I saying? I was making up songs. What is up, everyone? It is the endorsement, and it is time for another review. This is where I try something and tell you if you should like it or not. I can be very persuasive. Back in a car and back at Dunkin' Donuts. And I wasn't even going to do this review until I got hooked up with some old friends. So I recently moved, and I haven't been going to the same Dunkin' Donuts that I used to go to that is full of love for the endorsement. And it actually makes my day, like no joke, before I moved to go to this Dunkin' Donuts. Not only because they knew me and knew what I did, but because even before that, the customer service off the charts. Off the charts. Taylor, Big Al, Lexi, Chris. And if I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry, and I may not know you. But, so I went in today, and if you saw my other Oreo cookie review from the Dunkin' Donuts near my new house, they gave me the Oreo cookie iced coffee early, before June 1st. So, of course, I went to the drive-thru, and a girl who did not know what I do, did not recognize my voice like Taylor did, but she's like, no, those don't come out to June 1st. And I said, oh, well, there's a store that's been giving it to me all week, the Oreo cookies. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. But then I stopped, and I always keep some extra straws in the glove compartment. So I stopped in to get some straws and to say hi to Big Al and Taylor. And I didn't know Chris was working until he came out and said hello. But I went inside, and Chris was like, well, we got to hook you up, homie, with the Chips Ahoy iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. You probably know it as Dunkin' Donuts. I call it Dunky. So, yeah, we do half mocha and cream, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think he did half mocha in this one because Chris hooked me up. So I think it's just a straight-up Chips Ahoy, like it should be, for the review. So let's see what we got. Chips Ahoy iced coffee from Dunky. Hashtag Dunky. Hashtag Big Al. Hashtag Taylor. Hashtag Chris. Yeah, this is all about shout-out Dunkin' Donuts style. Hashtag Lexi, you weren't working today. There we go. Wow. I was about to just give my first reaction, and then I let it linger. I let it linger for a bit. And it hits you on the back end. You know all about the back end. That's what she said. But, man, that is good. One more taste. Chips Ahoy, a week early. Never hurt anybody, except that Polynesian kid back in '86. We don't talk about that. But, that is good. Is Chips Ahoy my favorite cookie on the market? No. But that is legit. Does it exactly taste like Chips Ahoy cookie? No. And are you gonna be able to accomplish that in liquid form? Probably not. But it comes darn close. Sweet. Got the chocolatey taste. And I run on Dunkin'. Yeah. Man, that's good. It's just a perfect amount of sweetness, and then it gets you with that chocolate taste, kind of that cookie aftertaste. Yeah, it always hits you at the end. So I'm a fan of this. So let's rate this, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 100, with 1 meaning don't even waste your money, and 100 being the promised land of, I'm gonna give the new week early Chips Ahoy iced coffee a rating of 89. 89 out of 100. Why didn't it break the 90 barrier? Because I hold everything up to my top echelon. And I'm going to tell you, during the holiday season, the pumpkin, banging. Banging. Whoa, you can see my farmer tan line. But But yeah, it's great. It's just about, 9 out of 10 for me. So what are you going to do? That's another review in the books. So please like, please comment, and please subscribe. And I tell you, I'm going to give one more shout out to all the gang at my old stomping grounds, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Chris, Big Al, Taylor, and Lexi. Bye. This is what happens when you go through the drive-thru once and then you stop in to say hello. Cookie dough and mocha. And this one's the Chips Ahoy. Excessive.